Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a makeup lingo tag. I've basically been doing a little bit of research, actually not that much research, I'm totally kidding, into makeup lingo because do you ever find that you're watching beauty gurus and it's like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, I have no idea what they're saying. So basically I'm just going to do a video to help you guys understand what beauty gurus are saying and what even I say sometimes. I'm just gonna assume that you're fucking stupid because I might say stuff that you've known for like 10 years, however old you are. Like 5-year-olds will know some of this shit, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. I apologise if I'm looking down on my phone. I've got it all written down here. There's a wee list of what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna wrap it up pretty quickly. If it's something that really needs explaining, I'll explain it, but most of the stuff is really common sense. So I'll put my phone here. Right. First of all, I've got my face, which is the cheek plate. First of all, cheek plate is this bit here. The flat bit of your cheek, right there, right beside your nose and under your eye. The temple is these wee hollowed in bits here. The waterline is that wee fleshy bit in there. I feel like some people are so uncomfortable putting stuff in there, but that's alright. Crease, it's pretty obvious. It's the crease of your eye. Outer crease, centre crease, inner crease. Brow bone is this wee bone here, underneath, right directly underneath your brows. The apple is when you smile, like an idiot. I can't smile. It's basically those wee apples here. Yeah. Hollow is fish face, where you contour. The jawline is basically that wee line there, the jaw. And then your cupid's bow is this one here, right above your lip, just there. Okay, so now I've got my makeup and I've got a compact. This is a really old lady term, and I haven't heard this used in ages, but some people might still use it. A compact is basically this. A wee snapshot compact of powder, blush, whatever. It's just a open, shut type of shit. Then you have got a palette. This here is a palette. So basically it's when you've got more than one colour. As you can see, this has got definitely more than one colour, so that's a palette. Set, pretty easy. A set of stuff, set of chubby sticks. Now this is defining the lip stuff. Now, first of all, I've got a balm. This is a balm. So basically just purely for lip treatment and repair. I've got a lip balm stain, which is a lip balm, so for repair, but with colour in it. If you can see that wee bit there, you can get this in a way lighter, darker colour, sorry, but I just thought I really want this nice wee peach here. A lipstick, pretty simple, a lot of colour. A lip gloss. Oh, whoopsies, what am I doing? A lip gloss. Just a wee, it's just glossy colour basically. And then a lip stain, which is basically, I like to think of it as like a felt or a vivid or a Sharpie, whatever you call it. And basically, it's just like staining your lips completely, like a dye. And this shit does not come off. You can rub that crap for as hard as you want, it's not going to come off. Then we have got a liquid liner. It's pretty simple. Mine is a little elf one here. It's just a liquid liner. Pretty defined. If you want smudging, don't use a liquid liner. Then there's a kohl liner, or you might hear it as a crayon sometimes. It's basically just, or a pencil, basically something that you can smudge. So, I do a wee swatch there. You can smudge that right in. Okay, then I have got a primer. I don't have an example of a primer here, but basically a primer is something that goes on to make stuff last longer, to go on nicer. I use a Revlon Photo Ready primer before my foundation, It is basically something that makes your skin smooth. If you've got dry patches, it will just sort of fill it in more. And if you get into more high-tech beauty and makeup, definitely invest. They're pretty cheap if you go drugstore. I wouldn't say that a MAC one's very cheap though, if you're going high-end. A base is similar to a primer. Basically, just you lay down your first colour. You often won't hear about bases being used on the face, more on the eyes. If you're looking into a face base, it's like foundation. So you got your foundation, and then you put all the other crap on it. So you got your blush and your bronzer and crap like that. Okay, so brushes. This is pretty easy. There's the angle brush. I've got 2 examples of these. There's this one here, which is number 6, Vow Beauty. So as you can see, it's just simply on an angle. And then there's this one here, which is obviously almost always used for liner, liquid liner, gel liner, but basically it's just on an angle. You guys can see that there. Then there is a kabuki brush. I don't have a kabuki brush, but they basically are like this, big and fluffy. Imagine that as a brush. That is a kabuki brush. Often used for powder, so it's getting big bits of your face and dabbing it on like that. That's a kabuki brush. There. And then I think this is what it's called. I'm gonna call it. I think it's called a fan brush, which is like this. You can get them in a way thinner and smaller version of this. This is a big one, but I like to use it for buffing. Speaking of, when you buff something, it's when you've got it defined, and buffing is blending it. So buffing is pretty much the exact same as blending. So yeah, this is perfect for going in, buffing out, taking off excess powder. But yeah, like I said, if you're going into more high-end beauty and makeup, I would invest in one of these 2. And then a beauty blender or a sponge. This here, I swear by these, they're so good. I don't know if they're actually any different to a sponge and whether this is just a really fancy name for it to make it the next big thing and they can sell it way more expensive than what it needs to be. But these are really good. I often use them if I've applied too much foundation. I'll just simply pull it off and it just works a breeze, and you just use it with a little bit of water. And yeah, once again, even if you're a beginner, this is really good for a beginner. It gets a lot of shit stuck to it though. So nearly finished. I couldn't categorize these. They're really hard to categorize. So I'm gonna put it under just definitions, I guess. A matte finish. Basically, a matte finish is when there's no shine. I don't have a matte finish right now. If you want a matte finish, I personally really like it because I find that I look a bit sweaty otherwise. If you want a matte finish, you want to be using just a plain pressed powder. Just press it on your face after foundation, because the opposite of a matte finish would be a dewy finish. And often people get that look in summer, they like that look in summer, and in winter they go for that really nice matte look, which I agree with you. I think it's a really nice way to do it. A glow is basically a glow. If you want to be glowing and luminous, you run the risk of looking sweaty. And so there's a way of doing it. You put on your matte finish and then you highlight, but only highlight in the right places. Then you won't look sweaty pretty much. Last one is pigment. Pigment is basically how strong something goes on. I find that I use a lot of e.l.f. products and they aren't very pigmented, so I'll take one swipe of, if it's blush, pink blush, put it on, and I have to really put it on and just keep going until I've got the desired colour. But if something's really pigmented, you'll find that you have to tone it down a lot, one swipe, and slowly blend it on, otherwise you'll just, if it's a blush, you'll end up looking like Barbie. So basically, those are all my definitions and lingo, as some may say. I hope you enjoyed my video. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm happy to research it. I may already know it, but I'm sure I've missed out on lots, and if I have, please let me know and I'll be sure to either make another video maybe. It just absolutely depends. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye!